That night, at Hollywood's most prestigious award ceremony, while everyone was lost in dazzling dresses, sleek tuxedos, and grand smiles, the first whispers of a storm had already begun behind the stage. The laughter echoing through the hall, the shimmering awards under bright spotlights, none of it could mask the hidden tension that simmered just beneath the surface. Will Smith moved through a corner of the hall with heavy steps, expertly concealing the rage building in his eyes. Every step, every smile was meticulously crafted for a night being watched by millions. Yet deep inside, the traces of an incident from weeks before remained fresh, still burning. During a live television show they had appeared on together, Chris Rock had targeted Will's family with one of his sharp jokes. While the audience burst into laughter, a deep wound was carved into Will's heart. In that moment, Will chose silence before the cameras, but that silence slowly morphed into a consuming fury. Outwardly, they had maintained appearances, exchanged fake smiles, but both men knew. From that moment on, everything had changed. That memory replayed endlessly in Will's mind for nights on end. Every laugh, every mocking glance pierced him like a dagger. And on this Oscar night, everything was about to erupt, the inevitable explosion of all that pent-up pain and rage. Chris Rock was on stage, effortlessly throwing jokes as usual, his casual demeanor inviting more laughter from the audience. Again, he pushed the boundaries of his tongue. Swinging the microphone casually in his hand, he cracked another joke about Will Smith's wife, pressing salt into wounds that had barely begun to heal. Laughter rose from the crowd again, but inside Will, the storm could no longer be contained. In that instant, time seemed to slow around him. Darkness clouded his vision. All the accumulated anger, humiliation, and pain rushed to the surface. With firm, deliberate steps, he walked toward the stage. Before anyone could comprehend what was happening, Will Smith raised his hand and struck Chris Rock across the face. A sharp, resounding slap delivered live, before hundreds of Hollywood's finest and millions of viewers worldwide. The crack of the slap echoed across the hall. The microphone shuddered. The audience held its breath. Chris Rock's head jerked to the side, a look of pure shock crossing his face before a mechanical smile settled in. Will Smith turned and walked back to his seat with the slow, heavy steps of a man returning from the gallows. The entire hall froze in stunned silence. Cameras scrambled. Celebrities sat paralyzed. Until that moment, everyone believed it was a sudden burst of anger. The media exploded instantly. Social media turned into a raging wildfire. Everyone was talking about the slap, yet no one truly knew its cause. Days later, whispers from behind the scenes leaked to the press. It was revealed that Will Smith had been carrying deep resentment over the harsh jokes Chris Rock had made months earlier during the television show. It wasn't just about that night's joke. It was the final crack in the dam built from months of growing anger, humiliation, and silent warfare between the two. The truth was now exposed. That slap wasn't a momentary lapse. It was the physical manifestation of years of hidden wounds, buried frustrations, and unspoken battles. That night, Hollywood's glamorous mask cracked wide open, revealing the dark, raw human emotions lurking beneath the smiles. And that moment was etched into history, not just as an incident at an award ceremony, but as a painful story of pride, betrayal, and the fight for dignity under the blinding lights of the world stage.